A Bronx man is going free after spending 20 years behind bars for murder. After all these years, his alibi finally checked out.
CBS 2's Sonia Rincon reports this may be the first of many new looks at old cases from the Bronx DA.
There were tears in his eyes as Richard Rosario, now 40 years old, got the news he'd been longing for 20 years. His conviction vacated, his handcuffs removed, most likely for the last time.
I've been in prison for 20 years for a crime I didn't commit. My family didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this, nor the victim's family or the victim.
He had the support of his wife and kids and other wrongfully convicted men like Derek Hamilton, whose case was among those in Brooklyn found to have been manipulated by disgraced Detective Louis Scarcella. The murder of Jorge Collazo was in 1996 here on Turnbull Avenue in the Unionport section of the Bronx. But witnesses placed Rosario in Florida. They weren't interviewed at the time. Instead, witnesses at the scene picked out his photo. Attorney Rebecca Friedman says that's an unreliable form of evidence.
Why that happened, maybe he looked like the guy who really did it, but there was no corroboration, and that's very dangerous.
The Bronx's new DA, Darcel Clark, recently announced the creation of a new integrity unit, similar to one in Brooklyn, uncovering wrongful convictions, except that it's not just for old cases. Clark says the main goal of the new conviction integrity unit is to reduce the risk of wrongful convictions before cases go to trial. The unit hasn't gotten started yet, so it wasn't involved in Rosario's case, but it's important to his attorney, Glenn Garber, who's working to free other people believed to be innocent.
We're very hopeful that the office is going to be looking at these cases and considering some of the problems that happened under the prior regime.
Rosario was eager to get home and didn't say much to reporters after he was freed, but he's also eager to see what the DA does next.
The jury's still out on Mrs. Darcel Clark's office.
Richard Rosario and his lawyers are hoping he'll be fully exonerated with the indictment dismissed, perhaps by June 24th when he's due back here in court. The hope is by then the investigation will be complete. The witnesses who verified his alibi in Florida were only formally interviewed within the last few days. In the Bronx, Sonia Rincon, CBS 2 News.
Now, Rosario's conviction is vacated, which means he's free for now. The judge can decide to dismiss the charges or order a new trial.